I'm Davy, and I'm awesome. And welcome to Davy's Awesome Stories, where I tell a funny story from my past or go on a rant in an effort to make you laugh. So this week, I thought I'd clear something up. See, people think that because I'm funny and quick-witted, that they can just come up to me with the most random, what would you do scenario, that I'm going to come up with the funniest, wittiest, most happy-go-lucky response you ever heard. This is not true. First of all, you got to keep something in mind. Yes, I'm quick-witted, but if you've watched and you've been paying attention, most of my humor and wit is sarcastic and sometimes just downright mean. Which should tell you, I have a very analytical mind. I don't do very well with the what would you do crap. I really don't. Being the way I am obviously means that I overthink way too much. So when you give me a just off-the-wall random scenario, I'm not going to sit there and come up with the craziest thing I'm going to think of. I'm just going to kind of look at you and go like, that's stupid. Why would I say, do, or react to that in any way, shape, or form? I'm going to give you a few examples. First of all, one thing I hate about the what would you do crap is it's usually by somebody who's not very funny, not very quick-witted, but because they know I'm a funny man, wants to either show off how funny they are or get me to be funny on the spot. And just so you know, both those scenarios are as awesome as they sound. So they come up with something just off-the-wall stupid, like randomly like, what would you do if I just broke out into a spontaneous song and dance, like in a musical? What would you do if out of nowhere I was just like, don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a bowl of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. Because that's really it. I got nothing. Like, what am I supposed to say to that? Like, you think I'm going to join in? I don't know that song. In fact, the only reason I know that much of that song is from watching Mrs. Doubtfire and Glee. Don't you judge me. But I just kind of ignore them and they'll keep at it. Like, come on, what would you do? Nothing. That's exactly what I would do, is nothing. I would sit here, look at you like you're stupid, and continue to eat my Doritos. That's really all I would do. Don't give me that frowny face. You're the one that just randomly came up with something stupid. Or there was this one girl that I dated for a minute. And by a minute, I mean, like, we went on a date, hung out a little bit, and things just didn't really work out. Not because of the scenario I'm talking about right now, but it definitely didn't help. When out of nowhere, she was like, hey, what would you do if out of nowhere I just randomly told you that I'd been with like over 100 guys? What would you do? I'd say gross. And wonder why you told me that. Because I didn't ask, and I didn't ask for a reason. Because I didn't care or want to know. I mean, don't get me wrong, your past is your past. What you did is personal, but then again, so is what you do in the bathroom, and I don't want details for that either. Well, I haven't even been with close to 100 guys. I just wanted to know what you would do. Then why ask about that scenario? Like, if that's really not a situation that's happened, then why tell me? Again, I don't care what you've done or who you've done it with, but like, seriously, that'd be like me coming up to you and going like, what would you do if you found out that I threw watermelons at ferrets? Like, I haven't, and I don't plan on doing that, so what's the point? And then being a guy, all guys have those friends who have to ask them the what-if scenarios for the same two things. One of them is, who would you rather be with? Now, it's one thing when it's like two like hot actresses or something, like when you get that guy, who would you rather be with? Jessica Alba or Jessica Biel? And that's easy, you're just like, Alba, all the way. But that guy always has to come up with two very unattractive celebrities. Like a couple of celebrities you don't want to see wearing sleeveless shirts, let alone being naked, and asking you which one you would rather be with. Okay, who would you rather be with? Rosie O'Donnell or Whoopi Goldberg? I wouldn't be with either of those two. Well, you gotta pick one. No, I don't. Well, you got no choice. You gotta pick one. What scenario would I be in where I don't have a choice and I have to pick one? Because there's a gun to your head. Pull the trigger. Well, death is not an option. Then why is there a gun to my head? Like, they won't accept neither for an answer. And it gets to a point like, I don't care if you won't accept it, that's the answer you're getting. The even worse one that every guy has gotten. Every guy has been asked this by his friends multiple times. And that is this one. Hey, would you sleep with another guy for $1 million? And here's my advice, guys. There is no point in answering this question. Just don't answer it. You know why? Because there's no good answer. Because if you say yes, they're going to sit around and mercilessly pick on you saying that you're gay. If you say no, they're just going to be like, yeah, right, like you really wouldn't. It's $1 million. $1 million, you're really not going to do it? For $1 million, you're not going to sleep with a dude? Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know you would. It's $1 million. I just refuse to answer. One time I got a friend going, Come on, you gotta answer one or the other. No, I don't. I don't have to answer because it's a stupid question. Because let's break this down for a second. Let's just say there was some weird guy out there who had $1 million to spend on having sex with another dude. Let's just be realistic. He could do a whole lot better than me. Okay? Like, I don't imagine this eccentric rich guy is going to be walking around with his butler Jeeves. Of course he's got a butler. And go, Jeeves, that's the one I want right over there. Yeah. No, the fat guy wearing that shirt to a movie that nobody likes. That guy. No, the one that has the body of a man but the face of a 12-year-old. That one. No, the one if we shaved his goatee, we wouldn't be able to tell if he was like just an unintimidating guy or a butch lesbian. That one. Yes, the one that clearly has no trouble putting himself down just to make a video funnier. So I get to the point of like, this is a stupid question. Let's just stop and get back to our game of Monopoly. Quick side note I gotta ask though. If there are any gay people watching, can you comment in the comment section and tell me, as a straight male, constantly being asked if I would sleep with another guy for $1 million, do your friends ever ask you if you'd sleep with like a female for $1 million? Just wondering. Then, probably the dumbest, most ridiculous what if that ever came around is the list. You know what list I'm talking about. It's when anybody's in a couple, at some point somebody asks you, so, who's on your list? I don't ask what list anymore because I know what list they're talking about. The list of celebrities that you're allowed to sleep with and the other one can't get jealous. And every time they ask, I just go, there's no list, there's not going to be a list, it's stupid. Well, what if you ever meet these people? Oh, because if I meet them, then that means I get to sleep with them. That's how that works. That's why it's a stupid question. Because it doesn't matter who I put on the list. Like, how would that even go? Like, I would just walk up to them and go like, hey, you're on my list. That means you gotta sleep with me. Don't worry, wife can't get jealous, because you're on my list. So, come on. Let's go. Like, what do you think that celebrity is gonna do? Do you think they're really gonna look at you and go like, dang it. Well, I'm on his list, so I guess I gotta. No, it's dumb. So why even make the list? So I don't make the list. There is no list. Now I gotta ask, if on the off chance that any celebrities actually see this, please in the comment section tell me, how many people have come up to you and expected you to sleep with them because you're on their list? So the moral of this story, stop asking me the what ifs. They're stupid. They don't make any sense. And there's no chance of any of them ever happening. And really the only thing that's going to happen when you ask me, what would I do if, is I'm going to tell you, I would tell you you're stupid. So there you have it. That's how I react to what would you do if. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to hit like and subscribe. Hit that little bell so you get notifications when I post new videos. And leave a comment. Tell me about some stupid what ifs you've heard. Love you guys.